Here is my personal observation of the whole event. I call this report post-gestured global event. And this is where I'll be sharing pluses, minuses, and wishes. I will be talking from my own perspective, what I observed, my takeaways from the event, and what I feel could be done better and going forward. So I will be speaking from my own perspective, what I observed and what I feel can be done better. So I'm going to start with my takeaways from the 4-day event. Number one is the fact that there was engagement of Elisha community, inclusiveness, and the fact that people who shared Chester Global's vision and has contributed immensely to the actualization of this mission were acknowledged and awarded. And this is what I describe as yini yini, can you share me? Meaning, when you encourage the efforts of people, they will be encouraged to do more. So now moving to the summit, which was the last day, we had breakout session where we also had in attendance students from different schools. The principle of Ubuntu Plus was passed to them, and I believe they will all take it back to their schools to share with their colleagues, their friends, which is a good one. It means that we are passing this message to everyone. So also, I will not leave behind the visit to Access to Basic Medical Care Foundation owned by Dr. Mrs. Florence Ajimobi. I was amazed, I was thrilled to see that someone who is not in the medical field could establish such a mighty medical foundation to help people of the community without even making money from it. A foundation that was self-funded. So I see a passionate woman who is willing to stretch her hands of love and compassion to humanity, especially those who cannot afford such medical facilities. Now, visiting and touring around the facility now opened my eyes to the fact that your qualification doesn't stop you from pursuing your passion. Now, I think this is the best time to render service to humanity. Looking at the current economy, we all know what's going on in the country. So, what can you offer to ease the burden on Nigerians? And one of it is ABC Foundation. Another aspect I love so much was how we were able to show international communities who were with us at the event how our culture helps us to be stronger and also share with us. There is something we have and we are practicing that they do not have and they are not even practicing. So it's good for them to see how we do it. So they are going to learn from us. So now let me move to what I feel was missing at the event, what I feel can be improved on, and yes, going forward. So it will be a great advancement. So first, there should be logistic notes for every guest before the meeting. Also, there should be a tour list. Yes, on the day of the tour, we spent too much time visiting each places. There was no time limit for each visit, so the time management was kind of poor. Yes, let me put it that way. It was not well managed, so we were unable to visit to cover all the places we were supposed to visit. This was because we spent so much time at a particular place. So I feel like if you're going to have like a tour list of maybe, let me say, 10 places, we should allocate time. That okay, for this place we're spending 5 minutes, for the next place we're spending 5 minutes. So when there is time limits, time management like that, I feel we'll be able to cover every places and get back to our hotels on time. So now let's go back to let's move forward to the awards. Now, MCs should stick to briefing. So before I move to that, there should be pre-briefing of MCs. There was no pre-briefing of the MC. The MC was not briefed before the award evening, before the event, even at the summit and also at the award night. So just the MCs had to bring in professionalism and make sure that the lapses was not obvious to people at the event. So there should be a briefing, a pre-briefing for our MCs, because I understand the fact that we are in Africa and sometimes we don't respect time. So it's very important for every MCs and anchors to know that okay, this is the person facilitating this particular program. And if the person doesn't arrive early, we would have to change the person. That is quite understandable. But the fact that MCs were not briefed wasn't okay. So I feel there should be pre-briefing of the MCs. Also, MCs should stick to their briefings. That is also important. Time management is very, very important. At the timing, even when they started the event, the timing was later than the actual time we're supposed to start. So we ended up exceeding the stipulated limit of time. So also let guests know they will get their DSA at the end of the meeting. This agreement should be made at the beginning of every meeting, that you will get your DSA at the end of the meeting. Also, what I feel could be done better is if the mission can also include the youth, work with the youth, work with the teenagers, because the Yoruba adage says, "Àti kékeré láti kẹ́pa ìrókò." I don't know if I said that correctly. Like, we need to catch them young. Let me use it. Let me put it that way. Catch them young when we bring them in, because the students at the summit, they were so young, them listening to what we're saying, the concept of the Ubuntu Plus, it goes a long way. Whatever they hear at that younger age sticks. So it's so important. So thank you so much. I'd like to give you some of the proverbs related to the Ubuntu Plus. The first one is Àjọjẹ Òdùnbí ẹnìkan ni, ọwọ́ ọmọdé kò tó pẹpẹ, tí àgbàlagbà kò wọ́ kèrègbè. Also, àgbájọwọ́ la fi sọ̀yà, ọwọ́ kan kò gbẹ́rù dórí. I am because we are. Thank you so much.